How did you outfox your ex in family court? My ex hired the most expensive lawyer in town and spent months coaching his whole family on what to say. He even brought a thick binder full of fake evidence showing what an amazing father he was. Photos of him at school events he never attended, character letters from people who barely knew him, even fake volunteer certificates. I walked in with an overworked public defender and a single manila folder that looked pathetic next to his presentation. For 6 months leading up to this hearing, he had been running a campaign against me, telling everyone I was mentally unstable and keeping the kids from their loving father. He spread rumors to neighbors that I was on drugs and drinking heavily. He convinced teachers at school that I was emotionally abusive. He even got my own sister to believe his lies about my parenting. The hearing started and his expensive lawyer painted this devastating picture of an unfit mother. They had witness after witness lined up. His mom took the stand first, crying about how I never let her see her grandchildren. His sister followed, claiming she had seen me screaming at the kids in public. Even his new girlfriend testified about how gentle and patient he was compared to my alleged outbursts. I sat there watching the judge taking notes as each person systematically trashed my character. My public defender barely objected to anything they said. I felt like I was drowning with no way out. His lawyer was clearly confident they had this case locked up. They presented financial documents showing his steady income and stable housing. They showed text messages where I had gotten frustrated with him about missed visits. They made me look like an angry ex-wife trying to weaponize the children for revenge. His whole family sat in the gallery nodding along and shooting me dirty looks. Even some of my own relatives seemed convinced by their performance. I genuinely thought I was about to lose my kids forever. Then finally it was my turn. I stood up slowly and opened my manila folder with shaking hands. Inside was a single piece of paper that I had been saving for months. It was a job application he had filled out just 3 weeks earlier for a marketing firm downtown. I had gotten a copy from a friend who worked in their human resources department, and I said under criminal history he had checked no, even though he had 2 DUI convictions from the past 5 years. Under employment he listed jobs at companies that didn't exist and positions he never held. Under references he put down fake names with phone numbers that went to his drinking buddies. But the most damaging part was the address he listed as his current residence, a luxury apartment complex that cost $4,000 a month in rent. The same guy who had just told this court he could barely afford $300 in child support was claiming to live in the most expensive building in the city. I handed the application to the judge and said, "Your Honor, he signed this under penalty of perjury 3 weeks ago. Everything on here is a lie, including the income he reported to this court today." His expensive lawyer went completely pale and started frantically whispering to him. Its confident expression melted away as the judge started reading every line carefully. The expensive legal strategy that had taken months to build crumbled in 30 seconds. The judge looked at him with disgust and asked, "Sir, can you explain these discrepancies between your sworn statements to this court and this job application?" He started stammering about honest mistakes, but it was too late. The judge realized he had been lying about his finances, his housing, his employment, everything. His whole family sat there in stunned silence as their perfect witness fell apart. His mom started crying real tears this time. His sister looked like she wanted to disappear. His girlfriend was already planning her exit. Turns out, you don't need the most expensive lawyer when your opponent hands you all the evidence you need to destroy their credibility. He got supervised weekend visits only with a court monitor present. I got full custody plus back support for all the money he had been hiding from the court. His fancy lawyer couldn't save him from his own lies.